We are the Dukes of Charlotte, and we are standing in front of a modern farmhouse in Charlotte, North Carolina.
This house is 4-bed, 4-bath, sitting right below 4,000 square feet, and is listed at $1.75 million.
Let's take a look.
Hold on. Before we go in, we saw the comments, we saw the requests, and I'm excited to announce that we have delivered on the perfect modern farmhouse here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Let's just get in and take a look.
All right, guys, so before we get started on this beauty, we want to go ahead and discuss the location. We are standing in a small new construction. Why are you smiling like that?
Because guys, we have found your modern farmhouse. I cannot tell you how many comments and requests that we have got on this, so I'm excited. Please be sure to comment a thumbs up on this because we have delivered. So here it is. Let's tell them about the location now.
So we are standing in a small new construction community built by the builder, Rivus Homes. They are a smaller local builder. You're not really going to see them on a scale of like maybe D.R. Horton in Arizona or something like that. They're local, they're great. The community is tight-knit and it's right off of Sardis Road. Sardis Road is a very popular area of Charlotte. A lot of people like it mostly because of the location. You're really close to A-rated schools.
Private schools, not just A-rated, it's just private schools. You have your Charlotte Christian, you have, is Charlotte Latin near here? Yep, Charlotte Latin, I believe. You have Providence Day, you have Charlotte Country Day. So yeah, this is where all your private schools are, so definitely A+ rated schools.
Yes, for sure. You're close to shopping. The communities look really nice in this area. You're at a great price point. And the landscaping in this area is also really nice. You're driving down the streets and you see a lot of tree-lined roads, and it's just beautiful to be driving through. And last but not least, we're in like the southeastern part of Charlotte. So we're actually really close to Matthews, which is another desirable suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina.
And if you ever heard Matthews, it's that Matthews Mint Hill area. Absolutely love that. It's a beautiful suburb here in the Charlotte area, Charlotte, North Carolina area. And as well, I grew up right in between Mint Hill and Charlotte. My high school was Independence High School, and it was in Mint Hill. So rivals were Butler and Matthews, Independence and Mint Hill, and then we live in Charlotte, which is like 5 minutes away from Mint Hill. So absolutely love it.
Great location. All right, let's get started. So we are starting off in the living room because we actually absolutely love these vaulted ceilings.
Absolutely.
I think this is one of the biggest giveaways to the farmhouse style.
Yes, and vaulted ceilings is the correct terminology. A couple episodes ago back, I was wrong. It was not cathedral, it was vaulted. So she won that one. I'll hold my L on that one. But yes, these are vaulted ceilings. It's kind of still like the single family down here with the high ceilings, but then it still has upstairs, allows for the height to take place. And the one thing that I really love is not just the ceiling height, but the board and batten going all the way up. I think from this angle, when we're looking, you're getting nothing but modern farmhouse vibes here. Yeah, I love that.
And it's allowing for a ton of natural light into this open concept feel. So it's very flowy, airy. It's beautiful in here.
I like that. My favorite piece, and this is what to me makes a farmhouse, are these type of fixtures.
Yes.
And again, it goes back to the fixtures that go into the design of the house. Now, we're not going to see these all throughout the house. I think there's one more when you first enter the house, and upstairs, there's a beautiful one. But this is what really, in my opinion, makes a farmhouse. A farmhouse is just the type of light fixture, the candle looking, but then we also have the modern fixtures that are also around, which makes it that modern farmhouse feel.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's those small design features that gives it the feel that you're looking for when you're purchasing a house.
Love that.
I do really like this fireplace. I am actually a really big fan of the wooden beam here, floating shelf. I think it's just a beautiful touch when you're having those contrasts and textures between like the wood, the marble, the board and batten. It's beautiful.
I love that you use that word contrast.
Yeah.
Love that, because that is the board and batten, the marble, the different textures that you have allows for that 3D feel and just not the normal, when we talk about the normal conventional walls, and we say nothing too crazy, this is what we consider something a little crazy right here, where you have the mixture of the marble and the board and batten and everything like that. So absolutely love that touch. I love that word.
Yep. And you got a gas fireplace. And I'm surprised you didn't mention it, but I really like how they didn't do the conventional horizontal look, how they did the slanted look on this board and batten.
Yeah, I like that.
It gives it a nice little touch. But this is a nice size room.
I like it. And I like how, if you did, because you would put a TV here.
Yeah,
this is definitely you put a TV here. It's open space and it's direct from the kitchen. So while you guys are cooking, you have access to the TV, you're not missing anything. This is definitely that style of house.
Let's just go ahead and head into the kitchen area. You have that classic white and black and wood look that you usually get in that farmhouse, even down to the hood.
That rustic feel.
Yeah,
that
it's
rustic
giving, but the modernized version of it, because you're doing the clean white. I think it's really beautiful in here.
Absolutely. And this has your waterfall countertop that you like. And I love the two-tone colors of the cabinets. Absolutely love that. And it's not the same color as the floors, which are hardwood floors. It's not, but it's definitely, again, go back to the word contrast. It's giving you that contrast that's still blending in nicely with the countertop. So I absolutely love that.
I'm a huge fan of the waterfall countertops. And I think with it also being extended out and giving you this oversized look, it's just chef's kiss in here.
Oh, chef's kiss? First chef's kiss of the day.
Yeah. Yep, you're definitely getting a gourmet feel in this kitchen.
Yeah, I like this a lot. And then we have our Inspector Gadget right here.
Yep.
Which that's something else that comes from the farmhouse.
Yep, one large farmhouse sink. I love the look of it, but I'm always curious, what do you guys think in the comments? Are you interested in the one single sink, or do you still want the divider in between?
My vote is the one sink. I like that. We don't even use sink. That's more so a place to store the dishes, to rinse them, put some soap, put them in the dishwasher.
I'm a fan of the divided.
Divided?
Just functionality wise.
We don't dry
because I like
anymore.
to separate.
Oh.
It's not about that. I like to maybe have the baby stuff over here, our food stuff. I hate when it's all mixed and mingled.
I can see that.
But that means you just gotta stay on top of the dishes.
Yeah.
Tons of cabinetry in here. You're not,
What's this called?
You have your pot filler.
Y'all heard that, right? Pot filler. Don't come from my wife. She knows what it's called. It's a pot filler, not an instant boiling water maker thing.
It was an accident. Sometimes when you're talking on the fly, some words come out. I didn't mean it, guys. Don't hold me to it.
But she knows what it's called.
Yes, pot filler. But yeah, I was mentioning that we have more than enough cabinetry for storage here. Again, we're seeing the cabinet style pantry. And like I said in previous videos, I really love it. You're not lacking in space whatsoever with this style.
And this would seem like to have a lot more depth in there too.
Yeah, it is. Great storage.
Yeah, I love that. I love the handles on these as well. Nice texture handles. Love that.
Another favorite in this kitchen is the custom cabinet style refrigerator. This was executed so well that I didn't even realize that this was a refrigerator.
Yeah, you
I
didn't.
thought it was cabinetry.
Oh, there's my coffee.
Yeah.
I want to grab that.
We stopped and grabbed coffee, guys.
Do you want your coffee?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm almost done. Gotta get your coffee. This is Fisher and Payco.
Did you say that right?
I hope I pronounced Payco.
I told y'all before, if it sounds expensive, it probably is.
It's nice.
Payco.
Just know that it's nice.
Paycal, Payco, PayPal. Lakers and fall off.
All right, and then let's step back in here before we miss this area. But you have your
We got the wine cooler.
Oh yeah, I did want to mention that.
It's a million plus, you got the wine cooler.
Right here in the kitchen.
Yeah, and also too, this is my first time seeing this brand of dishwasher. It's a Foger. Foger Milano.
It's right here too.
And it's on the, and it's on the stove.
Yeah.
You didn't discuss that with the stove. Now we're used to seeing what is it?
Wolf brand.
Wolf brand, KitchenAid. This is our first time seeing a Folger Milano.
Yeah.
And then 2 episodes ago, we saw Bush.
Yes.
Bush brand. So again, Folger, I'm not too familiar with their product, but again, the differences between these items are design and functionality and brand awareness, but this is still a beautiful
It's beautiful.
stove. Now I can't speak on the functionality, but the design of it looks really, really nice.
It's definitely beautiful. And I'm sorry, there's so many things here that's making this the the farmhouse vibe. But one thing I noted when we first came in here is just the rustic look of this backsplash.
Oh yeah.
Another thing that gives you modern farmhouse is that rustic feel. It's not perfect. And I'm actually a big fan of that.
You are. She's trying to turn our new house into
Modern
rustic vibes, modern. And I said, I threw my hands up.
Contemporary.
Yeah, I threw my hands up.
This is actually the vibes of what I'm trying to turn the new house to.
Yeah, I just let her have it.
It feels very homey and family to me.
It does.
And that's the space that we're in right now. Before it was more like modern, young, career, location.
Single.
Yeah.
Newlyweds.
Newlyweds. Now we're in more of a home space. We're just kind of cultivating comfort and family lifestyle.
Agreed.
So this vibes is what I'm going for. But again, we're bringing in the rustic feel.
Yeah.
These are the little details that make it modern farmhouse.
And again, I know it's just one comment, it's not a lot, but it's still one of the ones I like to address because if one is commenting it, more may be thinking it. So I want to make sure to address that the light fixtures, even though they can be changed in the house, they still play a huge role in the design and feel of a home. So definitely want to make sure to point that out.
For sure. And then I think another thing that I really like about this area is we're getting kind of this bay window feel.
Yeah, I like that.
And then we see the board and batten carried throughout.
Love that.
So I love this builder because a lot of new construction homes, you just see plain white walls.
Yes.
They have been very intentional in every room that we've been so far on leveling it up a little bit.
And wait till you see upstairs.
Yeah, they're doing the wall moldings, the wall designs. I really like it.
Yeah, absolutely love that. And again, that's our definition when we say these are just conventional walls, white walls, nothing too crazy. This is the crazy in which we're talking about. These are nice designs, very intentional, thought out, and they look really, really nice. So,
and we even have some wall moldings on. Those are just really the details that showcase luxury and price point.
Let's go ahead and go outside.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we'll come in because the primary bedroom is downstairs.
Yes.
So we'll check that out and then we'll go upstairs.
So guys, you may hear some construction in the background. It's because they are building. Remember, this is a new construction community, small. There looks to be about like 5 homes on this street.
Nice pocket neighborhood.
So that's what you're hearing in the background. But you do have this oversized covered back patio. It's got some unfinished wood floors. I think that's just appealing to the texture. Why are you smiling?
I just waved at that guy and he literally turned around like,
you know what? I turned around and I didn't see anybody looking your direction and I was like, okay, I don't know who he's like waving at.
I waved at him, he just turned around like, you're not talking to me? And that's why he's laughing too. You saw that, right?
It's just the workers, not the neighbors. It's not the neighbors.
Yeah, it's the workers, not the neighbors. So if you move into this house, hopefully get some friendlier neighbors.
He's just trying to get his work done.
Yeah, he is. He's just trying to get his work done.
But yeah, what was I talking about? Okay, we have like the oversized back patio. We got some unfinished wood flooring.
And by
tracks.
unfinished, she means it's just not stained
It's
yet
not stained,
or painted yet.
But I like that because it goes with the modern rustic feel. Yes,
Yep.
I love the unfinished wood look. You got your steel railings. Again, that's adding to the modern farmhouse. You always see wood with steel, white and black, those textures. Nice size backyard.
I really love the landscape of it. I really love the landscape of this yard. I've learned I had to slow my words down a little bit, but I love when these trees do get taller, you're going to get that natural privacy.
Yes, you are. These are privacy trees that are planted.
So I absolutely love that. We're still, now, we got it down to 2 types of grass in that last episode. It's either Bermuda or fescue. in the last episode. This one, do you know what this grass is?
fescue. So just based on my experience, we've done a lot of new construction. They usually in lower price points, they put Bermuda.
Okay.
It's really easy maintenance, but that's where you'll see like the brown cast over, especially in colder months.
And it's done in squares.
Yeah, it dies in the colder months and then it comes back alive in the warm, but you have to really, really water it. You have to do a lot of work to get it to be green. The fact that that was already so lush and green in the last video, I felt like it was fescue.
Okay.
And same with this.
Fescue? About having the knowledge. That's one of the things that we would just double check with the builder to see exactly what type of grass that is, so we know how to treat it, how to take care of it. So yeah, it just wasn't in the description for us to be 100% right.
Now, 0.25 acres. It's not a humongous. I think that this is perfect.
There's your neighbor. That would be your neighbor, and she waved back.
Don't show her in the background. So I think it is perfect for a smaller family, or maybe like just a couple, or someone who maybe just having some guests around.
No pool?
Yeah, I'm saying the size of the lot.
Could you put a pool?
Probably. I don't know. You have
jacuzzi?
to check with landscaping for sure. But yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm going jacuzzi up here, pool up here. Absolutely love that. Now that door right there, that leads to the primary bedroom, which we're going to go ahead and head to now. Hold on.
This is actually a really, really nice bedroom. Primary down. What's crazy is there are some people who absolutely love and prefer primary down, and there's some people who are like, no, I want primary up. And I just found that out. Primary down has always been of value with list price and real estate from what I've learned, because they come few and far between. But one of our last videos, I actually seen a lot of comments who were like, no, I need primary upstairs. So that was a shocker to me.
Well, again, it goes back to what we've been saying all season 2, is subjectivity. What one person may dislike, another person may love. And now, as we start growing a family, I'm actually a fan of primary down. Because you can really grow with that house. When we talk about in terms of getting older or not wanting to deal with stairs, we just moved out of a 4-story townhouse where every day we knew every single day. And it's not a bad thing, but those stairs do add up. And for people that constantly check their wrist, their watch to get their steps, fine, works perfectly for you. But for me, there's sometimes, like I used to just dread having to walk up all those stairs. So I would love to be able to grow with this house into our older years and never have to worry about going upstairs. And what I really like about this house, which we'll talk more about upstairs, is just the intentional separation of what you can actually do in this house, not just with the mother-in-law suite, not just with the older kid, but with guests as well. Completely different side of the house, complete different privacy.
Your own space.
I absolutely love this.
Yeah, and I'm always a fan of being able to walk out on your back patio from your primary. I love the exposed wood beams.
Oh, you used it.
Yeah, it's really nice in here. Again, it's adding to that farmhouse feel. And you always, I feel like every farmhouse, you see this type of chandelier.
You need that.
Yeah.
That's the signature stamp. But again, it's like the candles.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that.
It's great width in here. And I love how they're actually able to fit in a sitting area as well. Sitting area, reading area, whatever you like.
Nice high ceilings, 10-foot ceilings.
Yep.
Absolutely love that.
You're feeling really spacious in here. And I did want to point out, guys, if you're watching this for just some inspiration design-wise, I did this in our last home. A good way to get that large cabinet feel, but at a better price, is to buy 2 separate small ones and push them together.
Push them together.
If I didn't place any attention to it, you probably wouldn't have known. It looks like a really large cabinet style, but that's just some way to save money for you guys.
Save money and also get that design that you're looking for too.
All right, so let's step into the primary bathroom. It's beautiful in here.
I love this. Look, let's take a look at this right here.
Yeah,
this is completely...
these knobs, these are different. This is not just your normal black knobs. I think they really kicked it up a notch with the style.
That's really cool.
It's really pretty. And I'm a fan of the unfinished wood cabinet color.
The color, yeah.
Again, it's subjective, but I love it.
Yeah. Absolutely love that. And this isn't an oversized bathroom. This is nothing too crazy in terms of size, but the space of it and intentional. Very, very intentional and short. Have the water closet right there that's off to the side to allow for that privacy for when you're using the bathrooms in the morning and in the evening. Absolutely love that touch. And what I actually learned from one of our clients, he was not going to buy the house unless it had a separate water closet.
A lot of people actually, back then it wasn't as common, but now, especially if you're buying a newer home, it's a must.
Yeah.
It's definitely a must.
Absolutely love that. She has a thing for showers.
Yeah, the shower is actually a really good size for this not to be a massive bathroom. It's a great size that they've had in here. Fully tiled, frameless. You got your bench, you got your built-ins. It's great.
I like it. I like it a lot. The frameless glass.
Yep. And you got your standalone tub. You got your windows high enough to where you're still getting that natural light, but the privacy. And actually, I love that they continue the tile work all the way over here in the bathtub area as well.
Absolutely love that.
We're standing in the primary closet. Great space. They're carrying in these real wood floors throughout.
That's a nice touch.
Which, by the way, these floors really remind me of my Nana's.
Yeah.
Their house, they were in it for years, my entire life.
It's nostalgic.
Really, yeah, it's very nostalgic. These color wood floors.
Absolutely love that. And the builders did a great job of being intentional about bringing that back in here because they could have followed up and went with the same tile that's in the bathroom.
Or carpet. You know, sometimes they do carpet in the
do.
closet.
Yeah.
I'm saying they could have done that, but they're very intentional about keeping that look throughout.
Yeah, I like that. These are built-ins. I know the last house that we showed had the wires.
Yeah.
Built-ins can be added in after you buy the house.
Yes.
I don't know the exact price, but I know somewhere it's in the thousands, a range from 1,000 to 5,000 that I have seen. And each house would be different. But when we say built-ins, for people that are just watching this or maybe not knowing what that is, this is what we mean by built-in closets.
Yeah. I think once you reach a certain price point in list price, it's definitely necessary to do.
Yeah, I can see that.
So we do have a laundry room here, and it's coming off from your garage entrance.
And we're showing this garage, high ceilings, and it has the frosted doors. So I absolutely love that.
Yeah, so it's giving that look on the outside, but still privacy. White and black in here. You can carry on some nice washer and dryers and keep the look. I love that they did the countertop for folding. And I always love when there is a sink in the laundry room.
And also too, while we're here, I wanted to point out, because you said black and white, I wanted to point out these doors, these door colors. It's something that you can do for inspo. You're looking to spruce up your home, go ahead and paint those doors that different color.
Yeah, we're seeing those throughout. And
that adds a luxury feel, L-word feel, without breaking the bank. Because a gallon of paint, 40, 60 bucks, go ahead and get it.
Also too, these doors are large. That also adds to the luxury feel.
It does.
You have a closet space, and then you have your half bath. I love the flooring in here.
Love the marble flooring. Love that.
We can stop into another dining space. They're bringing this a more formal vibe here. I think it's just a little bit more contemporary too than modern farmhouse, but I love the look and the intentionality behind it.
Yeah. I love the windows and I love this light
you're
fixture.
admiring that.
Absolutely.
Now, before we head upstairs, we do have a nice little room for you here. This is going to be your office space and or bonus area, whatever you want to make it. I am such a fan of the colored rooms.
I can see
love
myself
this
in
blue. I love this blue. I think this is a very mature office space.
Yeah, this color is so sexy in this house. I absolutely love that. This is it's really playing off the doors of the house as well. Refill, please. Oh my, coffee. That's what this is giving a little bit like.
Yeah.
Call DoorDash.
Yeah.
Get somebody come refill your coffee up for you. But I absolutely love the feeling here. What else would you make this space?
For me, realistically, it would be an office for sure.
Yeah, I can't think. I wouldn't say a yoga room. I mean, prayer room. You do a prayer room.
Yeah.
But this is all I see is the office, even down to the shelves up top. I love that contrast with this. This is like a bluish.
Yeah, it's a blue gray. It's a blue color.
Yeah, it's like a bluish gray color. I love the contrast
Really
with the brown shelves going all the way up. And I've never seen shelves go up that high. I don't know what you would put up there.
Design. It's all about design. You can only reach with a ladder.
When you need it.
But
Absolutely
love the
that.
high ceilings, the vaulted ceilings in here. This is great.
I kind of don't want to leave.
Yeah, I know. And they're carrying out the board and batten throughout the walls as well. I love that.
And again, this is just a paint job.
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys, we're gonna head upstairs and we'll almost be done. So we definitely have to stop here because the accent walls are definitely a statement. I love how they carried it from downstairs all the way up here.
Yeah. And this is what we talk about. These are the crazy walls that we talk about. This is very intentional. You can also paint this, but love the accent walls. Also, my favorite piece of the house is the chandelier.
Yeah, I love when you have like high ceilings on the entryway, the foyer, with a really nice chandelier. It just makes a statement.
Even right over the window as well. Absolutely love that. And this is again what we like to call crazy walls.
So,
now, hold on. I wanted to pop this one off right here. Well, I'll let you say what you have to say, but I have some ideas in this house, or in this space right here, but I'll let her pop it off.
I was just gonna say that this is a very flexible room.
There you go. Great word.
Very flexible room. You have your French door styles. This can be a bedroom, but it can be so much more. So you can carry that on.
Look at that.
The fan.
Yeah, I got a little mini fan in there.
That's definitely
I've
a
never
cool
seen
picture.
That is really, really cool. All right, did you say everything you wanted to say? All right, so here are just a couple options. I would love to hear your options down in the comments as well, or you can piggyback off me. But there's 3 options here. With our situation, you have mother-in-law suite.
Yes.
You have an older kid that comes back from college, or just simply your guest area. And this is the perfect way to have an L-word guest experience like you would in a hotel, because you have where you would enter, because I wouldn't turn this into a movie room. Could be a movie room now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't though, just because of the functionality, but these doors right here, the double doors, are giving that L-word feel like you would be entering into a Ritz-Carlton or an Omni, something grand of that nature. And that's just what we have here in Charlotte as well, a Grand Bohemian. Living room space right here. You have your couch, your rugs, you have the nice cabinets, you have your TV, right? This is just your living area, whether that's a mother-in-law suite, older kid suite, or guest hotel. And then you have your bedroom area. I've never seen a space like this. This is very unique, but now you have your bedroom area to where if this is a mother-in-law suite, this is their whole side of the house, and it also is attached with the bathroom in the other room. But easily, bed right here, closet spaces over there. Even you have a closet space kinda in there, but that's more so where the AC.
This is
Yeah, with the AC unit. Yeah, but there's different ways that you get creative in this room to make it just that. So I absolutely love that idea with it.
Or you can do that bedroom, and this is the sitting area. I can see two chairs right here, or a TV space. I can see a little like round table if you want to have a little place to dine. I would decorate it like that.
You would? And again, it's subjective. It's to each his own. I can see that as well, but with something that granular, I just feel like that has to be a second living space.
Yeah.
A bedroom wouldn't do that area justice.
True. It is a great size.
And do one more pan. There's no window in there.
Yeah.
So that means you're getting pure darkness of sleep.
Yeah.
With no curtains needed or anything of that nature. So absolutely, I love that piece.
And they do still have a closet in here, so it is a true bedroom. And your ensuite bathroom.
Yeah.
You have your tub with your white tile throughout, the marble look floors. Nice.
Cool.
And then lastly, over on this side, you have your secondary bedrooms. These bedrooms are actually attached to a Jack and Jill bathroom. Again, you have your fully tiled bathtubs, but what I like about this bathroom is how they brought in this mint green. It's a beautiful little touch. And your last bedroom. And that's it.
Yeah, that's all we have. So, any last words?
Again, guys, thank you for touring. We hope you enjoyed this house. We did. We actually really loved it. Again, this would be great for a smaller family, people who may just have a lot of guests come over, or just a couple, or single. This house is mostly due to location. Location on this. People are paying, what's the price point on this, 1.8?
1.75.
1.75, mainly due to the location and the access to the great schools, access to great suburbs, Uptown, SouthPark. You're nestled right in a, surrounded by all these big neighborhoods. And
Yeah. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe. We appreciate everybody who's tuning in and commenting. Absolutely love y'all. This is episode 9. It means we have one more for the season finale. So be sure to stay tuned and comment. So maybe let's send them out.